Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle here for Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat. It's prediction video time for this week, and a fight that I really want to talk to you guys about that's happening this weekend. It's probably went a little bit under the radar, to be fair. It's the WBA interim world middleweight title fight, and it's between Chris Eubank Jr., who is 28-2, and he takes on Matt Korobov, who is 28-2-1. Wow, as I say guys, this is a fight that has really went under the radar this weekend, and to be fair, we can kind of let it go on this occasion. There's a big match happening in Diriyah, Saudi Arabia on Saturday night, so that seems to have got a lot of attention this week, but I'm very interested to see this fight between Eubank Jr. and Korobov. I make no secret about it, Chris Eubank Jr. is one of my favourite fighters to watch. He's all action. I wouldn't go as far to say that he's the best in his division in the world. I always see that he's improving, he's getting better, he's learning from his defeats, etc. But I do enjoy watching him. Anytime you watch a Chris Eubank fight, you know you're guaranteed action. So props to Chris Eubank Jr. on that. But let's cover off the fight. What an interesting fight, what an interesting mix of styles, an interesting age situation. It's just a phenomenal fight, it really is. You've got Chris Eubank Jr. who has had his tough losses in his career. He's got the loss to Billy Joe Saunders, where he seemed to be asleep for 6 rounds, and then the last 6 rounds he seemed to wake up. I actually had that fight a draw. And the fight with George Groves, where, to be fair to George Groves, he just seemed to neutralise Chris Eubank a little bit. And apart behind that, I think there was a size difference. I think although Chris has had success at super middleweight, I don't really think he is a super middleweight, and it's really good to see him back at middleweight. But we know with Chris, his strengths are, he's all action, he's got really good stamina, he throws lots of shots, and he punches enough to get your respect, but he's not a concussive one punch hitter. So that's what I'd probably say is Chris's biggest strengths. I think we probably all agree on that. Moving on, and we'll look at Matt Korobov. Matt Korobov is a tremendous fighter. His only losses, I should say, are a surprise knockout to Andy Lee, where it was a beautiful left hook, everything that Andy Lee's been known for in his career, and shall we say a disputed loss to Jamel Charlo, where a lot of fight fans thought that Matt Korobov won that fight. I haven't seen all of that fight, but Matt did look as though he was in control from the parts that I did see, but I can't possibly comment on that because I didn't see the whole fight. What I did watch this week, and it was a really good fight to watch, guys, I really encourage that you watch it, was the fight between Matt Korobov and Emmanuel Alim in Matt's last fight, and that was scored a draw. And it was a really good fight because I hadn't seen Matt properly for a couple of years, and at 36 I was still blown away. His technique is unbelievable. He's your typical old school Russian, always looks comfortable. Whatever shot he throws, whatever way he moves, he just looks so comfortable. And that's Matt's biggest strengths, is his boxing. He's comfortable with distance, etc. He's just an all-round really good fighter, and he has a bit of pop in his shots as well. Same as Chris Eubank Jr. He's not a one-punch concussive hitter, but he punches hard enough so that you respect him. On to both guys' weak points. I think they're more obvious with Chris Eubank than what they are with Matt Korobov. Chris can be outboxed. We've seen that in the past, and it all depends if Chris forces the pace early in the fight or he waits until it's too late, which he's been very prone to do, I would say, in his 2 losses that he's had. But boxing's always a learning business, and he lives the life, he keeps himself in shape. But I would say that that's probably Chris's biggest weakness. Sometimes he can take too long to get going in a fight, and when you do that, especially in fights that are like 10-round fights, before you know it, you're too far down and it's hard to pull back. With Matt Korobov, you know, Matt Korobov is that good a fighter that I would say his negative points is probably his age, and from what I could see, there is little signs of him slowing down, but not hugely slowing down, just slowing down enough where you think, you know, he's maybe coming to the end of his career, although he's still giving these guys hell at the top, if that really makes any sense. But I think it's going to be a fantastic fight, guys. Really, really good fight. Great mix of styles. You've got the pure boxer against the pure engine. So it can only really, really deliver as a fun fight. But it's prediction time. I love talking to you guys in these videos about guys' strengths and where the fight can be won, etc. But when it comes to prediction, when it's as tight a fight as this, I think it's really, really close. Now, if a lot of guys out there said Matt Korobov, I wouldn't disagree with you. If a lot of guys out there said Chris Eubank, I can make cases for that as well. But my prediction on Saturday night is for Chris Eubank to potentially, well, not potentially, I don't really see him stopping Matt Korobov unless he really, really steps on the gas and badly outworks him. But I see Chris Eubank coming through. It could be a stoppage early on, or it could outpoint Matt Korobov. And guys, the only reason I'm coming to this conclusion is because of Matt's age. And for 2 years there, from 2016 to 2018, until he fought Charlo, guys, he was fighting 6 and 8 rounders, you know, and he had about 3 or 4 fights in a row. He drew his last fight. The one before that, he's coming off a disputed loss to Jamal Charlo. Let's not make a mistake about that. But like I always say to you guys, nearly every week, boxing's about momentum, and Chris Eubank is coming off that DeGale win, so he can only really fancy his chances, and especially down at 160, that's where I like to see Chris Eubank most. I do think he could get badly outboxed in this fight if he doesn't start early, but I just think that he's really got to go for it in this fight, Chris Eubank, because he'll know Matt Korobov is capable of beating him very, very easily if he doesn't show up. But my prediction for this weekend is for Chris Eubank Jr. to potentially stop Matt Korobov late, which I say there's potential for it because I find it hard to see him stopping Matt, but at 36 years old, 37 years old, something's got to give at some point, or for Chris to win in points. But my name's Greg Doyle. As I say, I write for Eat, Sleep, Box and Repeat. You can check us out. I've got the t-shirt in there for you so that we can remember this. You can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out on Twitter. You can also check us out on Instagram. Why not check out our YouTube page and our website. Guys, thanks very much. See you next week. Take care.